sister, my strength and my pride. Only God may know why. Still I will get by. Who would have known that you'd have to go so suddenly, so fast? How could it be that our sweet memories would be all that we have planned? And now that you're gone, every day I go on, but life's just not the same.
My beautiful big sister, Mrs. Rachael Paul, loving, caring, supportive, strong, dynamic, loved and touched the lives of everyone in her sphere, held her babies and mine so close as only a born mother and nurturer can. I see you whole, at peace and perfect. I am blessed to have been loved by you, my sister, my friend, my confidant. I love you. My heart is broken and crying out more time. Your departure cut so deep. Acceptance is a lesson to learn. God is ever so present. He has weapons we know not of. He has ways we know not of. See you next lifetime, God willing. Dance high, my sister.
Today is a sad day for us. We are putting our sister Rachael to rest. Rachael and I had one thing in common, that was dancing. Rachael could dance and dance, just keep dancing. We used to go dancing on a Thursday night. And when it see the time to go home, she would just be saying, one more tune, Michelle. Just wait, one more tune. And every time that tune is over, she will say one more tune. You know, she just loved that dancing. She would twirl all night long. That was what me and Rachael had in common. I will miss my sister. Rachael, I love you.
My name is Shema Joseph. Rachael is my sister. She born just a year after me. Just after me she born. She and Papa. What I have to say about my sister? We went to Marvel School together. Majority of the fight I get into Marvel School because of Rachael. We used to stay by Miss Irene and last Clavers together. Roseanne was our friend together. And then everybody get big. One thing I liked Rachael for, she was a seller. She could sell. Anything you have and you want to sell, give she it to sell. But she had to take a cut. You know she had to take a cut. But they give she it to sell. And it's hard to see that she come and die just after my son. After she run up and down doing stuff with the father to bury him, run up and down to do Papa, run up and down to do Tansa. And to see she come and die too, it's very, very hard. Right now I can't say nothing more. All I have to say is, Rachael, rest in peace. And remember, whether or not you was weepest, we love you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Roxanne. I'm Rachael's baby sister. You normally don't say, oh, you're not a baby. You're a big woman now. Why you say it's a baby? That is something she will tell me. Rachael taught me, in a sense, how to hustle. All who knows me knows I had a salon. From the salon, I strive, do this, do that, all little hustles I could do. But one thing I'll always remember, she's always tell me, I say, big sister, don't talk to me so. Why are you talking to me so? And I'll be wondering to myself, I wasn't talking anyhow. I just talk. But then I had to realize she was very sensitive. Up to 2 weeks ago, she told me that. Roxanne, why are you speaking to me so? I say, big sister. Right now, I wish she could tell me that now. I wish she could tell me that now. And I would listen. Not to talk to her in that manner. Because this is like a hard blow. Because my mother, my brother, my sister, my nephew, and what my mother used to say, we push our ears. It's all kind of whispering, all kind of things going on right now. We family have a hard time to deal with right now. At the ending of this year, 2021. I will never forget this year. Rachael, I love you. Richard, I love you. Stella, I love you. Darren, I love you. And I will miss all of you. I can't go on Rachael again. If I had to go a little boat ride, because all you know I like to go boat ride. I say, Rachael, what you have for me to put on? I want something to wear. Then she said, don't worry yourself. And she'll pack a big bag. I asked for one outfit. And she'll pack a big bag and say, go with that. You go pay me later. That's my big sister. And I love her. And I will surely and dearly miss her.
Hi, I am Tanisha, Rachel's Paul's granddaughter. My grandmother was always a giving and caring person. She was short in size, but had a big heart and a personality that was larger than life. I did not call her Granny because in her words, it made her sound old. But I didn't have any problem calling her Mommy because she was a mother to me more than anything else. I always used to say that I have more than one mother, and indeed I did. She was my number one supporter in everything that I did. She also made it her duty to provide and show support in the things that I loved to do, such as music, dragon boat, and doing hair, and many other things. Mommy was an amazing cook. She could have made almost anything. Her food was the best, and anyone who has ever eaten her food can surely agree on that. Mommy, I miss you so much, and I ask God to give my family and I, and all who loved her, the strength and courage in this time. Thank you.
Auntie Rachael, oh how I love you so much, and I know you love me too. You loved everyone. You always welcomed me and treated me like your own daughter, and I appreciate everything you did for me. We used to laugh at how I used to fit in so well because I'm a Paul too. And we used to be the Pauls. But when I come to Trinidad, everybody know that I used to go by into Rachael house. And you always have anything there that I never had to worry about anything going by you. Your love is always present, and you're the best auntie anybody could ask for, and I will miss you so much. Your passing has been the most painful thing in my life, and I will live with your memories in my heart forever. I love you, Auntie Rachael.
Hi everyone, I am Rachel's cousin Phyllis. My dad Norris is her uncle. Rachael has always shown love and dedication to her family and cared for others. She was a member of the Coffee James Family Reunion Committee and loved attending our family reunion events. I will remember Rachael for not only how she loved life, but how she loved dancing with her husband Richard. Rachael was the life of the party and even gained the name Dancer Girl because she was always the first to hit the dance floor. Keep on dancing, Rachael. Love you always.
Right now, it's kind of difficult to find the words to say what I want to say, making this video. But if I had to keep it simple, I can just say that you will be missed. You are a great person. You might have been small in stature, but you had a big heart that radiated. I guess to everybody that you came in contact with. I know these feelings that I feel, I'm not feeling them alone. You were there for me when I needed you as a friend, and you were close to me like family. And not just to me, to my family, on behalf of my family. It's really sad to see you go this way, but the memories of you will live on through us who were close to you and know the kind of person that you were. Until we meet again, fly high.
Hi, everybody. It's so sad for me to make this video. Yelena, I am grateful that you have invited me to do this. I met Rachael 28 years ago in Trinidad, and I just found her to be the kindest, most meek and gentle soul ever. I fell in love with her immediately because every day I would come down to the shop front and get a few things that she was selling. And even if I did not have enough money, she would just say, take that, take that, take that. And, eventually she came to New York. She stayed by us for a long time. And she came to me like a sister. I love her dearly. I remember speaking to her maybe a week or so before she entered, 2 weeks before she entered the hospital. And we had a conversation, about the vaccine and everything. And I was very sad to hear that she ended up with the disease and finally passed away. I will always love her. You have an amazing footstep to follow from your mother. Somebody who was ambitious, who was loving, giving, kind. That's Rachael. Never heard any bacchanal story coming from that way. I love her. I will miss her immensely. My heart goes out to all of you in Trinidad, all the friends, the close family, the not so close family, because this hurts. But with time, we will learn to live with it. Just keep all her memories in our hearts. I love you, and I would never, ever forget. Gone too soon, Rachael. Rest.
My name is Verlene. My journey began with Rachael in the year 2006 in the month of September. As time went by, we formed a bond and became sisters and aunties. I entrusted her in many ways, even with keys to my home. Rachael's smile was infectious and her laughter consuming. She will always be remembered in my heart as a dear sister from another mother. Farewell, Rachael.
Morning, everyone. Rachael, this short lady of my life. My love, she was sprightly, always on the move, doing something, going somewhere. She would say, let's go cinema. I would say to her, I don't have any money. And she would reply, I didn't ask you for any money. Here, let's go. Hold this. And we were on our way. She was very well known when walking down the street. With her, she would have to stop more than 10 times before we reached where we were going. And when she got there, she still had the attention of the parties present, chatting away herself. We lived 12 years before we got married. We had 2 children in that time, and I took steps to make her my wife. We were married on the 27th of December 1992. The best thing I ever did for our lives together. We later had another daughter, and this were 41 years together. This year we were 41 years together. Would have been 41 years together. Rachael, my love, I will miss you. The vows we said, till death do us part. But there is no part here, and my life is forever changed, missing you. Love you, my shorty, my best friend, forever. I will keep you. I will keep our family flourishing in your name. Amen.
I always admired your mother's thoughtfulness, caring and selfless nature. Whenever I wasn't sure about what to eat when I was at your house, your mom swiftly made the decision for me. It amazed me how your mom would juggle several ventures, responsibilities, etc., and still remember to put aside clothes that she'd think would fit me. I don't know how she did it, how she had space in her thoughts to remember everyone. I regret not showing her more love, not expressing how much of a blessing she was in my life. She was a special woman, and she'd always be with us. Pieces of her are still here. In Lindy, Yelena, Nikita, and Tanisha. Extending condolences from the Seals family. May she rest in peace.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Danielle. I am Auntie Rachel's niece from Uncle Judd's side of the family, and I just wanted to share a few memories from when she was here with us. So this is something I feel like I'll always remember. So it had this time when we were younger. Nikita just asked me randomly. She was like, "Would you go out and lie with your mother?" And I find that question was so strange. Of course I answered and I was like, yeah. But I was like, why you ask that question? And she was like, because my mother cool and I would go and lie with her. And I was like, it was such an unexpected response. And it's only after that real random question that I kind of start observing the relationship and really realize the dynamic between Auntie Rachael and her children, and then with Uncle Richard and everything. So I would have observed that she was an extremely loving mother, and she was supportive is an understatement. I remember my times, I had a little track stint during the time, and well, everybody know Nikita used to be, she was a little track star and everything. And I remember I was in the stadium. I guess we had a track meet or something, right? But I was in the bathroom, and upon exiting the bathroom, I hear somebody bawl, "Danielle, or hey, look, Danielle, or something like that, but and I was looking straight ahead, but I didn't see anybody, and it's only when I looked down, I see Auntie Rachel. And I was like, nah, that was literally the first time I realized that my auntie was real short. Like I really didn't realize how short she was before that. But the fact of the matter is, I was fully aware that she was in that stadium to support her daughter alongside her husband, and I find that was so very admirable. And that was something that was consistent throughout the years. And I swear, I've literally been admiring the relationship between Auntie Rachel and Uncle Richard. They were literally like this, going everywhere together. And then they used to be dancing and it was really admirable. It was really, I literally hope that my relationship when I get married could be just like that. My significant other needs to be my best friend, just like that. And all of that is what making this loss so hard, because Auntie Rachel played so much different roles. She was a mother, she was a wife, but most importantly, she was a best friend. Best friend to her children, to her husband. I know that would make everything so hard, and I really don't know how. I don't want to cry. I really don't know how they're going to make out after this. And I know having faith and strength and praying and everything to just get you through this time seems kind of hard, but I hope that it could find you some comfort. I hope that it could find you some comfort in this trying time. And I know I never really say it or anything, but I just want to say that Auntie Rachel, you are family, and I love you. And I just hope and pray that you rest in perfect peace. Rest in peace, Auntie Rachel.
Miss Rachel, you are truly a genuine soul. You treated the people around you with love and respect, to which you got back in return. Being around you was like having a second mother, and I will never forget that. You were truly an exceptional woman that cared for others. Miss Rachel, you were a cheerful, fun-loving woman who was full of life. There will never be another like you. You will surely.
What can I say about Mrs. Rachael Paul? One sentence to sum her up: she was the life of the party. She had a keen sense of style, and oh my God, she was always smiling. How could you say goodbye to such an infectious spirit? Mrs. Paul, you will surely be missed. You will always be loved, and you will definitely always be remembered in our hearts. Until we meet again.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yelena's friend, and I would like to extend my condolences to her and her family in this difficult time. I've known Miss Rachel for quite some years now, and she was like a mom to me. Very kind, fun person. Anyone had the privilege to meet her, I'm sure they will be able to say the same. Miss Rachel, you will be missed. Sleep in peace.
Auntie Rachel, we love you and we will miss you. You had a great impact on each and every one of our lives. You have been like a mother to me for all these sleepover nights. You always used to send apple and tomato when you're packing Yelena lunch kit. I sure to get an apple. I sure to get tomato in that lunch kit. And I used to look forward to that. And now that you are no longer here, we will miss you. I pray that, God comforts your family and give them the peace that they need. You are a good woman. We love you. And your memory will live on with us forever.
My fondest memory of Miss Rachel would always be the back and forth banter that we shared whenever I found out that she got new clothes and didn't call me first. But my favorite thing about her was her free spirit, her generosity, her hard work, and the fact that she defined what a true lover of life was. I pray that in this very difficult time, the Coffee and the Paul family finds comfort and that they always feel her love now and forever.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Abigail Julian, and I have known Rachel since I was a teenager, and she has always been a mother to all of us girls. Her passing saddens me deeply. I would like to offer my deepest condolences to the Paul family, offering comfort by reading from the Bible, John chapter 5, verses 28 and 29, which reads, "Do not be amazed at this, for the hour is coming in which all those in the memorial tomb will hear his voice and come out, those who did good things to the resurrection of life, and those who practice vile things to the resurrection of judgment." The memorial tomb mentioned in the scripture refers to God's memory, and he desires and longs to reverse death, pain, and suffering we experience when we lose our loved ones to death. Jehovah God remembers every detail about Rachel and is eagerly waiting to bring her back to life in the new world. Thank you.
Meeting Miss Paul truly was a great pleasure. I mean, I'm not a hugger, but she had such an infectious, loving aura, such a kind spirit that it invites you in for a hug. And she did an excellent job in raising her girls, and I know her legacy will live on through them. And may God continue to bless all her family. From Mercedes with love.
Mrs. Rachael Paul, for all the years I've known you, one thing I know that stands out most is how much Mommy spoke about Rachel and her huzzy with the dancing feet. Rachel, you epitomized generosity, thoughtfulness, kindness, and calmness that will forever be etched in the hearts of the ones you encountered on a daily basis, and I'm sure with your loved ones. You made everyone feel seen and special. You changed the world by the lives you impacted. Rachel, you were an amazing person. You will be greatly missed, cherished, and celebrated. I hope that you continue to spread those wings and fly high with God's grace and with His mercy.
Rachael Paul was more than just an acquaintance. She was my sister and one of our lady elects within Solomon's Inner Room, where we prayed, fast, and looked to God for directions, safety, and comfort. Rachel feared God and developed a strong, prayerful, faithful relationship with God. She also loved her husband dearly, the one who she would always refer to as heaven's missing angel. She spoke about him with joy, with love. She never failed to mention her daughters and granddaughter. She was so proud of them.
She looked to them and she asked God to continue to bless them, to open doors for them that they may walk in the admiration and in the joy of God. She wished for them prosperity and she wished for them happiness. Rachael will be more than missed, and I thank God for the opportunity that He gave me in not just knowing Rachael, but knowing her family as she brought them to the throne of grace every morning. I will miss her. I will miss her presence dearly. But God knows, and she's with Him now in paradise.
Hello, everyone. To me, Auntie Rachel was one of the most energetic, inviting persons that you know. I used to love to see her in action on a Saturday morning selling goods on Charlotte Street. It's sad to see that one of the happiest couples I know in you and Uncle Richard temporarily separated. But I'm glad I got to saw you recently, even though it was through video call. Love you always, Auntie.
Good day, everyone. Today is a sad day because I have lost a good friend, a friend for 20 plus years. Today I send my condolences out to the Coffee, the Paul family. Rachel, he was a real good listener. I'll miss you. I'll miss you a lot. My prayers are with her children, her husband, Richard Paul. I know this is the most painful experience that one may ever have in their lifetime. There's no words to describe how much you meant to me. You have inspired me to greatness, helping me change the course of my destiny. And thanks for everything. You know, I know you're here in me. And I know that we'll meet again. And that's not the only death, you know, there's life after death, you know, and God needed another angel in heaven, and I know whoever he is in a good place. And I want to say thanks to the daughter who reached out to me, Nikita, for letting me know that Rachel has passed on. This is a death I don't think I'll ever get over. Bye-bye until we meet again, Rachel. Bye-bye.
Hello, on behalf of the Aretas family, we just want to say that we love Rachel. Rachel was a very pleasant person. She was always joyful. She always made us smile and she always had an encouraging word. So we just want to say it was a joy knowing her and we love her.
Good morning, everybody. I am Patricia Charles, and I feel it is incumbent on me to say a few words this morning in commemoration of Rachel's life and my experience with Rachael. She first came to my attention when she signed Tanisha up to join our Dragon Boat team. And the minute she joined the team, she became an involved parent. She was active in every activity that we had. She contributed in every possible way. And, she became a fixture among the parents on the team. She ensured that Tanisha took part well. And in our outings, and so if she was not able to go, she ensured that Tanisha went. For example, when we went to New York a couple of years ago, she could not go herself. And she made every effort for Tanisha to be on that trip with us. In her interactions she came to the meetings, our gatherings on a Saturday morning, or training sessions. She was a fixture. And, she was fun, she was loud, but she was really always there. There were three things, two in particular, aspects of her character that stood out to me. The first one was her entrepreneurial drive. Rachael was an entrepreneur, and even during our dragon boat stints, she would bring things on sale. She would bring her sandwiches and her pizza and her things to eat. And, she was brave, she was bold, she brought her things, and people bought. Actually, in speaking to the head of the Dragon Boat Federation, he said his son used to look forward to her being there because he knew once she was there, he would get a sandwich in the mornings. So I admired that entrepreneurship. She set up a little tent. I know she had a little business. When we had our flea market fundraisers, she would be there with her, loads of clothes. She sold and she gave away. She donated to people who came and who wanted little extras. She always was able to do that. I even bought some stuff from her. I have a couple of dresses in my cupboard that I have not worn yet. I'm still waiting to lose a few pounds to be able to fit into them. But that was Rachael, smiling and doing what she felt that she needed to do. Another thing is that she always had a solution to a problem. I found that if something came up on the team, she would be able to, either there at the time, offer a solution, or she'd call me privately and say, Miss Charles, we could do so and so and so, maybe we could try so and so and so. And it was always a sensible solution. And I suspect that's the way she operated with her family as well. Very solution-oriented. If a problem came up, among the people she was able to talk about it, she'd call me and we would talk, and she'd say, I think so. So that's how she was, solution-oriented, and the kind of person that you would want handling your team. The next thing, and very importantly, she loved her family. She loved her family. She spoke about her husband all the time, and I got to know how close they were, how in sync they operated. I remember she came to collect something from me one day, and the husband was just there going along. He said, you know she is, she is whatever she wants, and she was there live by her, kind of going and going and going. He was just, just there quietly supporting. But she loved her husband dearly. She talked about him all the time. She loved her children. Nikita, Yelena, and Lindy. I heard about them when we talked. And you would have gathered by now that when she called me, on occasion, sometimes out of the blue she'd call and we would just talk for a long period. She shared a whole lot. So I know a lot about Nikita and Yelena and Lindy, and she loved them dearly, and her whole purpose was ensuring that they got the best exposure. She loved her granddaughter Tanisha. She loved Tanisha, and she would call me Miss Charles, of course, Tanisha. But in spite of everything, all her efforts were to ensure that Tanisha had the best exposure, and had the best opportunity for doing her best. And I really want to say at this time, I hope Tanisha appreciates her grandmother's efforts and the grandmother's sacrifices that she made for Tanisha to have the things that she has. So that I think Rachael's was a life well lived. Her life was very purposeful. She had a purpose for what she wanted, and she was moving towards that purpose. God saw it fit that he wanted her back now. That it was her time, and he wanted her, he called her home. And I want at this point to offer not just condolences to the family, because I know it's a time of grieving, but I also want to encourage them.
When it comes to Rachel, here are some things that we had to say about her.
A go-getter.
Spunky. Awesome individual, full of life.
Action woman.
Excited. She was a very excited person. Always ready, always ready.
She will truly be missed.
It's closer than my hands have been. I'm jealous of the rain. I'm jealous of the wind.
Oh, God.
It's closer than
Rachel was one of the most happiest, down-to-earth, loving person that I ever meet in my life. Anybody who was around Rachel, she always have them smiling, happy, no sort of confrontation. I mean, she's just a good, loving person to be around. It's real hard and difficult that she's nowhere around, to see her smiling face and, just keeping people's spirits up. It's just unbelievable, and I really, 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 honest to God, sad to hear that she gone. Honest.
Hi, I'm Wendy, Rachel's cousin in London. It's hard saying this because 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, we were talking about the days when we were in our teens. It brought back memories of when she came to our house for 2 weeks during the school holidays. She loves cooking, and on Saturday she cooked soup and made bread for us. She always reminds me we share the same name, Wendy. There is a lot more I can talk about, but my eyes are full of tears and my heart is heavy. Rachel was very kind, loving, and down-to-earth person. I speak for all my siblings. Rest in peace, my dear cousin. Regards, Wendy.
Greetings to the Paul family from the Tags family. We, like probably many others, were very shocked when we heard the news, and I can honestly say that our memories of Rachael are going to be very pleasant memories. She was really, really intensely interested in the welfare of Tanisha, and therefore did everything that a grandmother is supposed to do to take care of a granddaughter. She also had a very positive and lively spirit, and we will always remember her for her dancing. If anybody came to our Back in Times parties and our Christmas dinners, they would remember seeing the Pauls dancing and how much she enjoyed that dancing. And in fact, if I remember correctly, her anniversary fell somewhere around Christmas time, so she would celebrate her anniversary with us. So, Rachael, walk good with the ancestors, and to the Pauls, all of our love, hugs, care. Know that Rachael will be remembered fondly. From Auntie Phaedra and the rest of the Tags family.
Auntie Rachel was such a sweet, loving, supportive person The way she cared for her family, Tanisha, Yelena, Nikki, Lindy, and Uncle Richard was remarkable. She was a mother, a best friend, and a soulmate. She would always go above and beyond for her family. They were the apple of her eyes and heart in human form. She was always the life of the party, always cracking jokes and making everyone feel welcomed and loved. She was such a sweetheart and a short woman with a huge heart. Although she's no longer here in eternal form, our memories lived together live on.
Hello, this is Cherian, one of Rachel's bestest friend. She adore Rachel. We was always close in school and every other thing. We always close, we always together. And all the fetes and all the limes and all everything. Because I couldn't do it without Rachel and like Rachel couldn't do it without me. Any event she have, the fastest thing. Cherian, have an event in the morning. Don't worry, have clothes to wear. If you don't have, I have to put on you. Whatever. And that is how we and Rachel had our bond together. We were really close. I adore Rachel and I'll always remember Rachel, just how Rachel was a loving, kind, hearted girl, sweet as ever, and she will always be missed by me. Cherian, bye.
Didn't know today would be our last, or that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe.